Chapter 16, Confluence. With Channing astride your back, you race up the mountainside, desperate to aid your friends in their fight. You leap past the tree line and launch yourself back into the fray. Channing holds tight to your neck. Remember, we can't be separated. We have to keep touching at all times. You nod and grunt at his reminder. You can keep free of Ryan's and Lucas's control. But only if Channing is touching me. That's how our soul bond can override their command. The fight is still in full force. Alpha versus alpha, werewolf against werewolf. Fortunately, it seems like Gale and Cal have come to the same conclusion that you did in order to help their soulmates. No, that was Channing that did that, not us, but okay. You find Gale astride Opal, and Cal riding Asher's back, but they're still up against the other werewolves. Ryan is grappling with Opal, while Posse's jaw snaps against Asher's. Ugh, Tal, thank God you snapped out of it. We need backup. We've held them off as long as we can, but they're too strong. You snarl in acknowledgement, then turn to face the fray. Ryan is fighting fiercely, controlled by the moonstone crown. He's under Lucas's control. If I can get the crown off his head, maybe I can put an end to this. I'll compel him. You recall Gale's lessons. He gave you a keener control of your ability to compel, and you wonder. It's a long shot. Ryan is the head alpha, but it's worth a try. Yeah, but is he the head alpha if currently the other guy is holding a moonstone? Ryan, if you're in there, give us the crown. Ryan hesitates, turning his head towards you. He seems to want to resist Lucas's control. Channing, I stall him. I think you can grab the crown. Good thinking, Tal. Just get me in close. You get Channing in closer, giving him more opportunity to snatch the crown. I don't think so. But Lucas launches himself onto Ryan's back, straddling his massive form. The moonstone idol glows. The glowing can't be good. With Lucas and the idol so close to Ryan, it seems like Ryan is even more helpless to disobey than before. Ryan lunges for you, swiping his claws for your face, neck, chest. You dodge, stumbling. Channing grips you more tightly, hanging on desperately. Opal with Gale on her back and jumping in to help. Ryan's weakness was obviously a smokescreen. He's relentless. He played a weak, to lull us into a false sense of security. We can't let our guard down. Thankfully, Gale and Opal's soul bond is keeping Lucas from controlling her. Lucas growls in frustration. You damn mutts and your mating bonds. Why couldn't you useless half-wolves stay away? 1. You thought if Channing and I couldn't transform, we wouldn't be able to help Opal and Tal? Taking away their ability to transform didn't take away their will to fight. That was your first mistake, asshole. Assuming we wouldn't risk our lives to help our soulmates. We still have wolf blood. We can still help out staying by our soulmates' sides. Tell them, babe, these dumb hunters don't know anything about what makes us really strong. Rally, my friends. Between dodging Ryan's blows, you turn to Opal and Asher, your eyes flaring with determination. There's no backup coming. We have to take the hunters out on our own. We can do this. With our strength combined, we're more than enough. Opal and Asher rallied by your words, their fighting skills sharper than ever. They howl in unison, and Lucas's face goes pale. What was that? What the hell did you just do to them? How does it feel to have someone get in your head for once? Don't make me laugh. Once you and your little friends are too tired to fight, you'll be mine. 3 of you might have your precious soul bonds to help you, but all I have to do is separate you. Then you'll just be as feral and dangerous as the other mutts. The werewolves, soulmates, might be on your side, but that still leaves Posey and Ryan to deal with. To your right, Cal and Asher are fending off Posey. This is a freaking mess. How are we supposed to win without hurting each other? Cal and Channing have the right idea. We need to get the crown off Ryan's head before things get worse. But Posey's fast, just as strong as Asher. Can someone do me a favor and knock me out already? I don't want to hurt anyone. You're torn. You want to get the crown from Ryan, but neutralizing Posey will distract you from fending off Ryan. Damn it, I wish I could be in two places at once. You hear a powerful snarl and you turn just in time to see a familiar figure sail into the fray. Sorry I'm late, I needed to come prepared. Nick, you shouldn't be here. Lucas is controlling Ryan and he's making us all... If I did anything, I know, I overheard you, like I said. Nick clamps down on a device with his back teeth, and an eerie, shrill whistle fills the air. Ultrasonic device, it's so loud. I came prepared. The noise is god-awful. You have to shake your head to keep focus, and first you want to rage at Nick, but... Wait, I can control my body again! If you can feel it yourself too. Whatever lingering hold Ryan has on your subconscious is completely gone. That whistle, it's not like breaking your focus, it's breaking Ryan's too. Sure enough, Ryan's ears are pinned to his head. Now, no matter how hard Lucas tries, he can't snap Ryan out of it. Worthless mutt, just tune out the noise. Posey, get out of here while Ryan's distracted. Right, be careful, Tal. Posey, hurries off the mountain peak, out of sight. You breathe a little easier with her out of harm's way. I want to strangle him for making his annoying noise, but Nick really came through. To focus your attention back on Ryan, you have to be smart about your next play. Do I focus my attack on Lucas or Ryan himself? Lucas. You decide to cut the head off the snake. You lunge, snapping your jaws at Lucas. Oh, you filthy... You snarl, lunging again and again, making Lucas wobble precariously astride Ryan's back, finally. Lucas topples off Ryan's back and the crown goes flying off of him. What the hell just... Ryan warily for a moment, watching as he comes back to his senses, his shoulders slump. Oh, my head. Ryan collapses into a heap, suddenly too exhausted to stay alert. You stand over his form, your chest tight. What do we do with him now? We can't just let him free after everything he's done. No, we can't, but I think we have something more pressing to worry about right now. Your gaze is drawn to where Channing's pointing. Lucas is hanging off the edge of the cliff. Don't just stand there, idiots! Pull me up! We're trying, boss! Hey, look, the hunters! They exist. The hunter's attempts at rescuing Lucas are thwarted by Asher, who keeps snapping his jaws at the men. Meanwhile, your gaze is drawn to something on the ground near the edge of the cliff. Lucas has no power without it. You step to the edge of the cliff, giving Channing time to slide off your back and grab the idol. Lucas struggles to hold on to the edge, staring up at you with pure hatred in his eyes. You dirty, mangy dog, if you let me die, you won't get away with it. Without the idol, the crown, Lucas can't hear your telepathy, so you don't bother replying. You just snarl quietly. Lucas is nothing but an empty threat. Still, we can't let him live. Not after all he's done. Let him fall. You just stand there, staring at him. Channing crouches closer to his eye level, staying safe distance away. You hunters all use the same tired script. You won't get away with this. Face it, Barnes, you're just your baby brother. Like him was completely irrelevant. Just a cog in the hunter machine. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm the greatest hunter the world has ever... Suddenly, the rocks at the edge of the cliff gave way, and Lucas loses his grip. No! You have had a warm breath stepping away from the precarious ledge. You tense when you hear a sickening crack. Yeah, no, boo-hoo. It's over. For now. All that. It's like, just boom, just over, we didn't even fight the hunters. The hunters didn't even exist in this fight. It was just Ryan, and he didn't really exist either. He was the world's best hunter. But he didn't do shit. He didn't even shoot a crossbow. With Lucas dead, the other hunters quickly flee the scene, Asher hot on their heels. You all transform back into your human forms, grateful, accepting the clothes brought by Cal, Channing, and Gale. Only Nick stays in his wolf form, staring down at Ryan's prone body in disgust. I'll take him back down the mountain. Make sure he's tied up somewhere. Thanks, Nick. The last thing we need is for him to escape. Nick nods and stoops to gather Ryan's human form on his back. He lopes down the side of the mountain. Channing waves the moonstone idol in his hand, idly rubbing a thumb over the smooth stone, and then suddenly... Wait, what the hell? You all stare in awe as the idol begins to glow with a mystic light radiating in his hand. That's when it hits you. Lucas is dead. Whatever he did to Channing's and others to sap their powers? Channing, the idol's glowing because it's in the hand of an alpha. Your powers must have come back. Channing's eyes go wide as your words sink in. To your right, Gale extends his hands, flexing them. I think she's right. I feel like myself again. I feel... With a sudden loud crunch, Channing brings his foot down on a heavy rock, shattering it. Strong. Maybe even stronger than ever before. Let him have his moment. You stand back and let him run amok, breaking branches off trees, smashing boulders. Shouldn't we do something? He's gonna trigger a landslide. Nah, he'll ease up before all that goes that far. Just let him enjoy it. It fills you with joy seeing the man you love back to his full strength. After a beat, though, he stops. You're the best soulmate, you know that? Thanks for letting me get that out of my system. I get it. If I were in your shoes, I would have wanted to do the same. You and Channing smile at each other, but the glowing of the idol snags your attention. It reminds you. The crown fell off Ryan's head before Lucas went over the edge. You scan the area until you find it glittering at the edge of the same underbrush near the cliff face. It's your call, Tal. No one would hold it against you if you want to destroy that thing. True, but if we study it, we might be able to learn something valuable. I say take it and destroy it later. You have to admit, Cal has a good point. There's no doubt this thing is dangerous. It needs to be destroyed. Does it? We can put it on Channing's head. Then we can grab the idol and make him dance. But maybe we can get some use out of it before grinding it to dust. Shocked here, shocked. Make goose stuff for 25 diamonds or crush it. You make your way back down to camp and straight to Gale's cabin to inspect the Moonstone Crown. No one welcomes us back to camp. We're all alone. Oh, makes a pot of coffee as you, Gale, Cal, Channing, and Asher huddle around the crown at the table. So, right off the bat, Lucas used the Moonstone Idol to control the crown. Oh, which means it's witch stuff, right? Witches made the idol, so they must have made this ugly tiara too. It's a fair assumption to make, but I can't believe the same witches who helped us would have made this. They're good women. Strong. They wouldn't fold under pressure, especially not from hunters. Yeah, well, not all witches are pro-werewolf as your California buddies, Gale. So what? There are witches out there who have beef with werewolves? The supernatural community is so much infighting as of others. Some witches are taught to fear us on instinct. And not just us. Vampires, other shifters, fairies. Whoa. Back up for a second. What do you mean? I mean, you would have figured this out by now. You know what? I'm gonna do the vampire thing because I want to see her reaction to what they say. But shifters, no shit. Fairies. I'm actually kind of curious about the shifters thing. If you guys do the shifters, let me know what the answer is. But yeah, no, here we go. Channing lets out a low chuckle, reclining in his seat with a sparkle in his eye. It had to have crossed your mind that vampires are real. For better or worse, they're often associated with us. Though the fictional accounts are obviously bunk. What, they don't sparkle? So you're saying vampires and werewolves aren't necessarily ancient blood rivals? It's like anything else. Some vampire covens have beef with their local packs, but that's on them. I've met a few bloodsuckers. They're still creepy, but harmless, as long as they don't kill people. I have a hard time believing any vampire could be harmless. Then again, they'd probably say the same for us. You sink into your chair, shaking your head, but you're still trying to grasp how big the supernatural world is. So, if there are an endless cabal of freaks like us out there, how do we find out who made this crown? Well, the make seems fey to me, but that would be just an artifact the hunter stole from their latest target. Using a napkin as a barrier, Gale lifts the crown to the light, studying it closely. They use the moonstone because werewolves are sensitive to it and seems to be enchanted. So, we are dealing with a nasty coven of witches somewhere? Not just any witches. Check this out. He gets a knife from the kitchen, uses it to pry one of the stones out of the crown, and you study it closely. It's a strange gem, not a moonstone. Now why the hell were we calling it a moonstone crown? Hang on, that's bloodstone. This is a lot more serious than I thought. Bloodstone? That sounds vampy to me, not witchy. It's both. There are covens of powerful vampire witches scattered throughout the states. Some use powers for good, but if left unchecked, they can be dangerous. Aw, man, why is it always some new scary thing we have to deal with? Would you like to come to Crimson Beach? Seriously, come to Crimson Beach. You can meet the covens, the witches, this weird, funky shit. We can't jump to conclusions. The hunters could very well have stolen the bloodstone from a vampire coven, too. If there are vampires against us, we can negotiate. We're good at that. I like your optimism, Tal, but it's not exactly as simple as that. If there's a coven out there that's already anti-Alpha Tau, they have to have a reason for hating us. People usually do have a reason. That doesn't mean we can't find a way to change their minds. I have a hypothesis already of what it is. Go ahead, continue. Considering it's a crown of fey make with moonstones and bloodstones inlaid, the possibilities are unfortunately endless. We could be dealing with regular dark magic witches. It could be vampires. It could be fey. It could even be a rival pack of werewolves with a grudge against us who sold us out to the hunters. Regardless, it sounds like we have our work cut out for us, as usual. Silence descends in the cabin as you all mull over that fact. It's nerve-wracking to know that what might be out there, but you learn something valuable from the Moonstone Crown. It's better that we're prepared, even if we don't exactly know what for. Witch, werewolf, fae, vampire, no matter what's out there, we'll be ready for it. We always are. Your friends nod empathetically. Channing reaches for your hand under the table and squeezes it gently. So, who's gonna do the honors of destroying this hunk of junk? I could really go for smashing the crap out of something right now. I got kidnapped, man! Like, whatever that jerk Lucas gave me to keep me out of it, it's still wearing off. Asher. By all means. You're right. You did get kidnapped. You've been dealing with a lot these past few days. It's only fair you get to whack something with... Your eyes scan the room until they fall on the perfect tool for smashing. A wooden mallet. You hand it to him and take the crown, setting it on the cutting board on the counter. Asher looks thrilled. Oh, hell yeah. Smashing time! Alright. Don't get too excited or it'll throw off your aim. You all chuckle good-naturedly as Asher holds the mallet high over his head for a moment. Be gone! Asher pounds the thing to dust. When he's finished, you scoop up the remains with the intent to burn them later. How do you burn a stone? Like the crystals and everything I have right now are laughing at that. Anyway, go on ahead. Babe, be gone. What? I've always wanted to say that. With the crown successfully destroyed, you and your friends step out of the cabin and gather the other werewolves. Later, you're all gathered around the extinguished campfire. You fill the others in on what happened with Rite, who's tied up in his cabin, still unconscious. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm part of Ryan's pack. I should have seen the signs earlier. You can't blame yourself for that. I was all buddy-buddy with him, and even I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie. I really had to fight the urge to accidentally drop him on the way down the mountain. I really wish I'd been there to kick Ryan's ass myself. Babe, you heard what Tal said. If we'd been there, we would have gotten all mind-controlled like the others. Kala huffs, scowling, then sighs and rubs her temples. I guess I should be grateful for that. It's still hard to stomach. Not one of my own, right under our noses, again. I know, it's hard. We were betrayed by Randy earlier this year, now Ryan. We have to check in on each other more. It'd be way too easy to let this keep us from trusting each other in the future. But we need each other. We need to bond together now, or we're not going to make it through this. The other Alpha Tals exchange glances, then nod, bolstered by your confidence. We've all been through hell together. If that doesn't mean we're bonded, I don't know what will. I hate to bring this up now. I doubt it's on anyone's mind, but mine. But what are we gonna do about succession? We all just turn to Gale and be like, "You're a werewolf now, right?" Okay. Ryan was technically head alpha by all accounts. He still should be. I will end you! But betraying your own pack is a cardinal werewolf sin. I felt a change in his instincts up on that peak. You're saying Ryan might not be an alpha at all anymore? I guess that's a fitting punishment. Channing was the next alpha to grab the idol. It glowed when he picked it up. So he wins, right? Channing is our new head alpha. Nick lets out a low whistle and then laughs, running a hand through his hair. Should have figured it'd end up being him. I can't lie, he's the right alpha for the job. We'll perform a rite later to seal the deal. I'll get it set up in the meantime. You all look around, there's no sign of Channing anywhere. Tal, you might want to figure out where our head alpha ran off to. I think I might have an idea where he might be. It's gonna lead to Battle Chicka Wow Wow on him. You track deep into the woods, following your instincts until you see a flash of golden fur through the trees. Except we're gonna do it wolf style. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but wolves standing it. What? Hey, you're missing a hell of a chat down at camp. They can spare me for a damn hour. I just got my shifting ability back. You laugh as he pads into the river and splashes around, kicking up water and shaking his fur. I've earned the right to celebrate for a while. You sit cross-legged on the forest floor. Channing trots over to you, towering over you even when he sits. If I give you scritches, will that convince you to come back to camp with me? I'm not a dog. You can't buy me with scritches. Bullshit, I can. You give him a deadpan look, then reach out to run your fingers through his coarse fur. Oh my god, look, we have a pretty pic. We can click him. You know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna click his face. Hold on. Really? Can we do more scratches? Aww. I'm sad now. Your hand runs along the space between Channing's ears. He huffs pleasantly and wags his tail. You can't break me that easily. This doesn't even feel that good. I'd buy that if your tail wasn't thumping on the ground like crazy. Can we pet him in 2 more other places, or I don't know, let's click that. You scratch him around the shoulders. He lets out a huff and you can see his back paw twitching. Damn it, that feels nice. I know it does, dummy. I'm gonna win you over one way or another. Just watch. His leg, maybe? I don't know. You scratch lightly at the fur on his haunches. His legs kick out and you laugh brightly. It was a reflex, damn it. I know it was. Your instincts are saying what your stubborn brain refuses to admit. And he has hearts. Pet more, I'm good. One more time? Yes. Hold on, let's see what happens. Hold on. Shh. Oh, hold on, we can pet his tail. I'm gonna get his tail. Let's see what happens. Channing's ears twitch when you reach for his tail, but he relaxes when you run it through your hand. Oh, growing up, my German Shepherd loved when I did this. My cats do too. That's the last time you ever compare me to your childhood dog. I give you head scratch now. Squitchy. Squitchy squitch. Okay, is it over? Is it done? We pet that. Okay, there. Hearts. I'm good. Finally, we got to touch our... Well, really anyone in any of these books. It's a first. Finally, with a resigned sigh, Channing transforms back into his human form, sprawled out before you. Okay, fine, you win. I'm no better than a damn lapdog. Of course you are. You're our new head elf, after all. He looks at you with some confusion, and then realization dawns on him. The Moonstone Idol. So that's it? Because Ryan took himself out of the running, it goes to me by default? Somehow I thought this would feel like a bigger moment than it does. Channing eyes you uneasily. You can see what's going through his mind, so you nip it in the bud. I'm not mad about it. It should have been you from the start. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Lucas was manipulating me into wanting the head alpha title. I became an alpha, like, 5 seconds ago. There's no way I would have been ready to lead the entire frat. I think you might have surprised yourself. You would have risen to the occasion if it to come to it. It's sweet of you to say, but fortunately, I'll never have to find out if you're right. We both have reason to celebrate then. If I'm going to be head alpha, then I'll have my hands full with the frat. Someone will have to take over for me as the alpha at Woolsey Pack. Fortunately, I have a successor in mind. Your heart skips a beat. You hadn't even thought about it, but it makes sense. With Channing as head alpha, I'm going to be in charge. I'll be leading the local chapter of our frat. He rises to his feet, offering a hand to you. Let's go back to camp. Well, we should help them prep for the ritual. Plus, I have a surprise for you. Channing leads you back to your cabin and steers you to the edge of the room with your back to him. No peeking, got it? I had this made for you just in case you ended up winning the head alpha title. You might not be head alpha, but you're still an alpha now, and you'll be part of the ritual, same as me. And you should have something nice to wear. Something that speaks to your new status. He places something in your hands. You feel the soft fabric. Look down and find a gorgeous ceremonial outfit. It's incredible. What's the significance of it? It's a little bit of an outdated tradition, but back in the day, alphas would wear stuff like this during the ascension. You deserve to take part in that tradition. I know you're relatively new to werewolf culture, so thank you for helping me make up for lost time. Alpha instincts. Buy this item. It's an interesting outfit. You put on the ceremonial outfit, stand in front of the mirror, studying your reflection with awe. It's strange. Even just wearing this, I feel powerful, confident, ready. It's something I haven't felt in a long time. Channing steps up behind you and presses a warm kiss to the crook of your neck, admiring your reflection alongside you. You are ready. With or without the clothes, you're a natural leader, Tal. The Woolsey Pack is lucky to have you. You won't let them down. Hope not. Or we kill her. What? Later that night, the ritual is prepared, and you all head deep into the forest for the Rite of Ascension. In an ancient, mossy corner of the woods, you find an overgrown ritual site. When Lupe, Asher, Keller catch sight of you in your new outfit, they all whistle. Oh, you look awesome. What's with the new duds? Dummy, isn't it obvious? With Channing becoming head alpha, Tal is gonna be our new glorified regional manager. Is there a pay bump? Lupe and Asher laugh, but Kala rolls her eyes and nudges you. That's my alpha you're talking about. Put some respect on her name. I know things have always been a little up and down with me becoming an alpha. I want to make sure we're good. I mean, yeah, been a little rocky, but you're a great leader, Tal. Yeah, you're gonna be a great alpha. We know you've got our backs. I've been with you from the start, but you've still really impressed me. I see great things in our future. You've been with me for the start, my ass. There was a whole book. You have no idea how nice it is to hear that. Seriously, thank you. And I promise I won't let you down. You hesitate, then pull your 3 friends in for a hug. Kala makes a huff of protest, but pats her back anyway. I hope group hugs don't become a new mandate with you in charge. Oh yes, every hour on the hour. Oh shut up, you can't fool me with your Ice Queen act anymore. When you part, Lupe and Kala naturally fall into each other's sides. Cal approaches and puts an arm around Asher. You smile fondly at your friends, feeling much more relaxed in their company. You've got a hell of a bag. I want you to know, you've all changed my life. When I joined Alpha Tau Sigma, I didn't just become a werewolf. I found my family. You all mean the world to me, no matter what comes next. I want you to remember that. Oh, Tal, that's so sweet. You're important to us, too. Bruh, you're all gonna make me cry. I love you, bunch of freaks. You know that? I feel the same way, though I resent the implication of the term freaks. Being normal's overrated. You feel a warm hand on your back and turn to find Channing behind you. He smiles adoringly. You're ready for this? The Rite's about to start. Why don't you wear something new? You've had the same outfit since book 1, too. You nod. Gale is standing near the ritual site with a copper chalice in hand. You know, for once, I really do feel 100% ready. You say that until we drink blood. You and Channing stand hand in hand in the ritual circle. Moonlight filters in through the trees. We stand here on the eve of a new moon to usher in a new reign of leadership for Alpha Tau Sigma. I willingly, happily relinquish my title as Head Alpha. My reign has come to its natural end. Gale lifts the copper chalice to his lips and takes a sip of the water within. Channing whispers. They charge the water during the solstice. It has magical properties that will facilitate our ascension. Sure enough, Gale wipes the rim clean and hands it to Channing, who holds it steady and meets Gale's gaze. Channing, my old friend, do you accept the responsibility of Head Alpha? Will you protect all chapters of Alpha Tau Sigma as your own pack, and rule fairly to protect them? I will. You shiver as Channing takes a deep drink from the chalice. There's a subtle energy shift between the two of you. He's stronger, more dominant. I can feel the instinct to yield to him. You'll do that later. Anyway, Channing meets your gaze. You see a fire in his golden eyes that you haven't seen in weeks. You reach and run your fingers lightly along the edge of his jaw. His expression softens slightly. For a moment you feel this suspended in time. The subtle noise of the clearing fades as he speaks in your mind. I love you. I love you too. He holds out the chalice, and you take it from him, your fingers lightly brushing. Tal, as I take on responsibility as Head Alpha, I pass the responsibility of our pack to your hands. Do you swear to protect them as your own family, uphold the honor and integrity of the Alpha Code? I do. You raise the chalice to your lips and take a deep drink. The water's cool, soothing. As it trickles down your throat, you feel like you're glowing from the inside out. You feel powerful, electrified. You hand the chalice to Gale, and all around you, the Alpha Taus in the circle start to cheer. That's it. Just like that, I'm a true Alpha. My whole pack is my responsibility now. Later, Channing leads you to a nearby overlook so you can sit together and decompress after your day. You lean against his side, enjoying his warmth and steady presence of him beside you. You know, it's weird being human. Not having any of my powers gave me a new perspective. I think sometimes my alpha instincts can get in between me and what I really want, what matters. And what does really matter to you, oh wise head alpha? He chuckles and leans in to nib lightly at the shell of your ear. You, for one. But that's obvious beyond that. I want to be more present. I want to focus on the people who matter to me. Not just as an alpha or a protector, but as your partner, as their friend. That's an admirable goal. I'll support you, no matter what. You've grown so much since we first met. You reach out for help more, you listen to your own needs. I think you want to use this opportunity to reevaluate your goals, and that's a good idea. Gale made it seem easy. I know he and I have different personalities, but I'd like to take a page out of his book, be more relaxed, more open. At the end of the day, I'm still me. That won't change, but I can be me without being stressed all the time. I'm really proud of you, Channing. You've carried so much for so long. You're the strongest person I know. Sorry, that title belongs to you. You've dealt with more challenges this year than most people face in a lifetime. You've learned in 6 months what it takes most people to learn in 6 years. He takes your hand and intertwines your fingers. You enjoy the feel of his warm palm against yours. If you keep talking me up, I'll have no choice but to fall in love with you. I think you're a little late on that one. You smile, then close the distance between you and kiss him, deeply but unhurriedly. Your free hand cups the side of his face, and you shift until you're lying in the soft grass, facing each other. His own free hand slides up your side, fingers digging into the fabric of your clothing. Once again, he's your alpha. You feel an instinctive pull to him, the way you did before you became an alpha yourself. But it's different now because of everything we've been through together as soulmates. Our bond is stronger than ever. You pull back, gazing into his eyes as you breathe unsteadily. His gaze is warm with an unspoken question. Hey, you want to do it on this cliff? Seems like fun. Let's just cuddle. You snuggle up closer to his side, inhaling the warm scent of it. His arm wraps around your side. It's strange, but I don't think I've been this happy in a long time. Me neither. Which is weird, considering the hell we've been through this summer. You find his hand and idly play with his fingers as you gaze out across the horizon. The gentle trickle of running water, the hoot of owls, the rustle of branches, and the wind. It's beautiful here. I'm glad you got to show me this place, even if it wasn't exactly a relaxing summer. We still have a lot of time left for vacation. We'll be able to relax and focus on pack bonding. It'll be a nice, soft launch for our new titles. We can practice being head alpha and alpha on a control group. Good point. Let's just hope we're done with the excitement for the summer. Now why'd you go and say that? You just jinxed us with weeks of bad luck. You laugh, feeling finally fully at ease. You don't know what the rest of the summer will bring, but if nothing else, at least we've got each other, right? Channing lets out a rumble of a chuckle and smiles at you, his golden eyes sparkling with adoration. Always. Thank you for playing Alpha 2. Stay tuned for more adventures with Channing and your pack. Yeah, they already confirmed book 3. Alright, so, first and foremost, like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Especially if you did enjoy. Subscribe, hit the little bell icon, receive more, notifications and whatnot when I upload content, especially if you're interested in choices, whatnot. Aside from that, here we go. As you can see there, I have the thumb on, I don't like this. Not for me. And I agree. I'm sticking with it. It was an okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was okay book, right? It's one of those things where, like, just look how we defeated Lucas, right? We also didn't resolve anything with Ryan, right? Like, we could have resolved things. This final chapter just super rushed. Super rushed. You didn't resolve anything with Ryan. It would have been a great start to Channing's, uh, I guess, being a head alpha. There was so many things that you could have done, and we did absolutely nothing. Like, it's just it just left me unfulfilled, right? It's kind of like going to a new restaurant, right? And you've heard like a bunch of people say, "Oh man, this is an amazing place. You should really go there." And so you order something off the menu that you think you'll like, and you'll get it, and it's just you spent so much money for something that did not fill you up. Versus if you would have just gone to a good old diner and got like a good burger or something, it would have filled you right up, right? Versus God knows how much more money you spent for something that just didn't even whet your appetite, right? I'm sure a lot of you can be like, yeah, no, I know that feeling. Like, seriously. So, long story short is, besides my critique of this book, which, boy, I sure missed book one, um, going forward, I'm just gonna say, we completed another book together, right? Again, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. To me, that's a milestone. To me, it's something that means a lot. I just wish it felt more, right? This book just didn't feel as good as the first one, right? Um, I don't know. They at least acknowledged in this chapter that there is fairies out there, there's fae, there's shifters, other shifters we've never seen. They at least acknowledge that, which again, if you chose that, let me know. Did they go into any detail? Did they say, hey, there's this type or that? I don't know. I'm kind of curious, but aside from that, there's vampires, there's like it would like again, I if you listen to um Face Off today, right? I was once a writer, and not for this app, but I used to write things, and when my imagination is a pretty powerful one, and I just sit here and I'm going, okay, so we need to know about the Bloodstone, right? You could contact people, right? Imagine, like, bumping into someone from Nightbound. Imagine bumping into someone from Bloodbound. Doing a little bit of crossover, right? Doing some cameos. You could even make them diamond choices. I don't give a damn. But at least do something to bring it over and feel more immersive and to hype things up. That is literally and figuratively what is wrong, and a lot of people have shared the same sentiment that we're not having. And we're creating these little echo chambers, these little mini bubbles, these mini worlds that are all supposedly connected, but we never connect them. We never utilize anything. We never do anything. We never bring anyone else over. We don't like the closest we get is like the Face Off story, right, from the original Hot Shot people. We have more crossovers with that garbage, and everybody hates it. Like, what the actual f? Ah, just anyway. Once again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. You mean a lot to me, more so than I can guarantee you every other single creator on this world. You mean more to me than you would to them. And I can honestly put my heart, soul, and mind on that one. So, once again, thank you for being here. Catch you all later. Peace out.